Big up, big up, big up. Good night. Good night, everyone. It's your boy, Mark and MUFC fan. And you know what it is. Smash the likes and subscribe. Of course, it's the call-in. I'm not sure if it's the best time to have a call-in. But, you know, this is the time that I had tonight. So I was like, you know what, guys, if you want to call in, have your say. Before I drop the link, however, let's go through a few topics that we could be discussing. You know what I mean? Because I think it's going to be very interesting, this transfer window. You know, everything all in all, big up to you, Mark Davies. Big up to you, Lucky Singh, as well. I hope you're well, guys. I hope you're having a great evening, and don't stress. I will keep telling you guys, don't stress too much. Man United will get some business done in January. As you know, let's not even talk about it right now because a lot of things are happening currently as we are speaking. The window is just 72 hours away. Well, not really 72 hours anymore. It's more like 56. So let's see how it goes, guys. Big up to United TV. Big up to you, my bro, Rich. Hope you're having a good one. Can I give you my lineup against Newcastle? Of course, bro. You know, of course, we're going to do the prediction tomorrow as well. But if you want to give the lineup, bro, drop it in the comments. I'll certainly read it out. We'll discuss it, find out what everyone thinks. Big up to Rich in the building. I hope you guys have a great evening and enjoy the stream because it's going to be interesting to see what happens because, you know, there's a lot of talk going on right now. Of course, we've been discussing it all. We've discussed it for the last 42 hours about the top target that we have already placed a bid on. Personal wages is not a problem. It's been reported that the player is not indifferent to Man United's bid. He's understood. He's accepted. His camp has the bid. They've been considering it. And more details will be emerging soon. Of course, PSG is not committed to losing the player. They are trying their very best to renegotiate some contracts to see if they could keep him at the Parc des Princes. But like I said, he's considering the Man United offer. And like I told you guys, it was a lucrative offer. So let's see how that goes. Of course, let's not just talk about the incomings, but the outgoings as Napoli identify Castaway as low-cost defensive addition for the January window. Despite his injury problems and his 150K per week in wages, you know, the Italian Giants are establishing interest in Luke Shaw. Could Luke Shaw be one of the first exits out of the club in this January window? Well, he may not be the only one, guys, because there is some reports coming in from Fabrizio Romano and also across, you know, Germany, and Florian Plettenberg I've been talking about. Eriksen is also poised for an exit while Martinez stays put. Big up to everyone coming in. Big up to you, Ricardo Pereira, as well. You know, it's going to be an interesting January window. And you know, like the summer, we heard a lot of reports very early, guys. And hearing those reports early made it very easy for us to, you know, have a direction on where we were going in last summer. And we made a lot of the approaches early. A lot of the deals happened really quickly. But the last three, they took a bit long, you know. So it's one of those things where we might see a lot quicker movement. There's a lot less time to do deals. It's just 30 days. And it's going to be a situation where Man United is going to be attacking this window because they have to get things done. While we already see that Eriksen is poised to be on the way out because, you know, he has been seeing like not much game time. Of course, he did play at the week. So it wasn't one of those things where he hasn't played in a lot of games, but he is not seeing the regular game time that he was seeing under Ten Hag. And he was already complaining about not getting enough game time. So it looks like he's going to be out. There have been concrete interest coming in from Amsterdam, not only there, but also from other teams across Europe who are playing in the Europa League. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens with these guys. And guess what? I think it's a positive that Man United are talking about players leaving in the January window and this soon. Because, you know, we need to change. We need to continue rebuilding the squad. And there's another shocking bit of news coming in. And it's about Victor Lindelof, guys. The Swede. He's getting some interest. Lots of interest is coming in for the Swede. And not only that, but Ruud van Nistelrooy apparently wants him at Leicester City. You know, there's some interest coming in from various clubs across Europe for the Swede international. And, you know, who Harry Maguire has dubbed as technically brilliant. It's funny that Harry Maguire would say that, to be fair, but big up to him. Galatasaray, AC Milan, and Nottingham Forest have all made inquiries about his availability. Of course, he has gotten a slight little bit of an injury that dampens his chances of the January transfer, but there's lots of time. He has been resting, and maybe, like one of those clubs, might be willing to take a chance despite the former injury, because they could be getting him for somewhere in the region of 5 to 10 million pounds. I don't think it's going to be a big deal, guys. So if you're expecting an amazing situation, it's not going to be that, guys. I think it's going to be a small fee, maybe somewhere in the region of, I would say, more closer to 10. And that would be something that could facilitate a move for the likes of Alvaro Fernandez or something. But we will discuss about this. But there's interest, concrete interest, that he has interest coming in, and player and the coaches all want him, even Van Nistelrooy at Leicester. So why not send him to Leicester? I wouldn't mind playing against him at Leicester, to be honest. Like, you know, there's some players we have to play against, like Wan-Bissaka. But there's also some news coming out about Manchester United linked with another player coming in. And this one is pretty interesting because the price tag alone for the interest seems, wow. You know what I mean? 80 million euros, around 60 million pounds. Now, I'm not going to stress on that price, but if we get Marcus Rashford out the door, it might not be so bad. It might not be so bad. However, I did tell you guys, we did talk about this earlier on today, and if you had a choice, and I'm asking you guys right now, before I drop the link again, I'm asking you guys right now, 60 million pounds for Matheus Cunha, or we give this guy 200K a week on a free from Barcelona in January. Who are you choosing to play in that 10 role, guys? Would you take Matheus Cunha, or would you take this guy, Dani Olmo? I would take Dani Olmo over Cunha in a heartbeat. That's just me. I would take him in a heartbeat. He's on a free. It's not going to cost us 60 million. It's going to cost us like 10 or 15, maybe. 15 million, and that's going to be for like a season and a half of wages with a signing bonus. So what do you guys rather? Get Cunha for 60 million or get this guy and possibly sign 2 or 3 other players in positions that we need? Because this is another topic we will be discussing tonight, guys, because it's going to be very interesting to see the choices that people make. You know what I mean? You disrespecting Dani Olmo there, my bro. Odegaard doesn't even sit in the same league as Dani Olmo, my bro. Odegaard is not on that level. This guy is better than Odegaard, bro. Guaranteed, 100%. In my opinion. I've been wondering, Lucky, big up. I mean, Odegaard is a very good player, but he's no Dani Olmo, bro. Dani Olmo scores a bag of goals, tons of goals. Anyway, these are some, preliminary topics. Oh, the last but not least, there is talk about Marcus Rashford. Several links, I have to say. Tottenham are coming up as a big link to the player currently as we are speaking. And to be fair, I'm not sure about you guys, but I mean, I don't really want to play against him. But whoever comes with the top dollar, I'm taking it. I'm being so honest. I really would not like to sell him in the Premier League. I would like him to go to Spain, maybe Atletico Madrid. They seem to be showing some interest in the player. There has been some interest from Napoli. There is some interest coming out of Italy as well from certain clubs, as well as Germany. Now, it's interesting. If Bayern Munich are going to make a move for Marcus Rashford, no one knows just yet. It might be interesting to see if company might be interested in getting the player across to the Munich side. There has been, rumors that Tottenham are preparing a bid, however difficult it might be. Spurs manager Ange Postecoglou has dampened hopes of a January move, suggesting that any potential signing of Rashford is far from feasible in the January window, according to financial barriers and wage demands. It's going to be proved to be a significant hurdle, says Ange Postecoglou. But there is a possibility that, it might happen because they haven't ruled it out currently. You know what I mean? And since he is open to a new challenge, it may not be that thing where he's going to be standing on that 350K a week wages, guys. He might be willing to slash those wages maybe in half So, and you know what I mean? It shouldn't affect him that much. But anyway, let's get to it. Big up to everyone in the building. I'm going to drop the link. Let's hear what you guys have to say about this. You know what I mean? There's also another story where we'll talk about, but when the first person comes, I'll bring up that story as well. You know, big up to you guys. The link is in the chat. Big up to everyone. Kenny says, this has 18 assists in 3 seasons. Even Morgan Gibbs-White has more assists than this guy. Odegaard has kept Arsenal in doing what? He has less contribution for Arsenal than Bruno has for Man United in 1 season, bro. Like, I can't even begin to stress that Bruno has more assists and goals than this guy every season consistently, even in his worst season last season. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I think he's tidy on the ball, if that's what you prefer. That might be interesting. It's possible. I don't see it, though, but it's possible. Liverpool, I mean, if they have, I don't think I'd sell him to Liverpool, bro. That makes no... That's wild. I'm not doing that one. Yeah. You know what I mean? You have to look at stats, bro. The impact is the stats, the final product. I mean, when Arsenal goals dried up, he should be much... Okay, put it like this, right? Has he improved Arsenal consistently since they started competing? I would say no. They scored less goals last season and had less wins than the season before, right? And this season, they've scored even less goals and they have even less wins than they had last season at this point. So technically, he's not really improved them, did he, every season since he's been there? He maybe had that brilliant impact in the first season 18 months ago, but currently in the last season and now, he hasn't really took it up a level, bro. And that's why the stats make sense, because it shows that he has not improved. It shows that his impact has stopped here. It hasn't gone here. That's why Arsenal hasn't won anything. They compete for the league. They didn't compete for any cup titles, bro. They didn't have any silverware, my bro. So what have they really done? Okay, so you tell me that they get a lethal striker, they're going to compete for the Champions League, the Premier League, the FA Cup, all in the same season? There's no proof of that, bro. They've not done that. One thing Arsenal has never done is proven that they can compete on multiple fronts consistently over a period of time. So, sorry about that, guys. So it's one of those things, bro. Like, I don't say Arsenal is not a better team in performance consistently than United is currently right now. But I don't think they're a better quality team because they can't compete on all fronts. Big up to Mark Davies in the building. What's good, my bro? I hope you're having a good one. Big up to you. And how are you doing?
I'm fine, not too bad. Are you?
I'm chilling, bro. I'm just enjoying the day, enjoying, you know what I mean? Chilling. It's been good news so far in the transfer window. What I've been hearing, the possibilities for Manchester United. It might not be all the top name players, but it's going to be some interesting signings that we're going to come up with that I think definitely will improve us.
Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope we get about three through the January window, get for like 3 or 4 out, and in the summertime get rid of all the dead ones. In the summertime, we'll bring in other quality players. Then I think we'll be a lot better then.
Yeah, I mean, it's a patient situation, you know. Like I know everyone's upset about the current performances. It has not been great by any means. I'm not gonna sit here and say that, yeah, you know, we're gonna win the league or win anything. I mean, if I bring this article, since you're here, I could bring this up right now and bring this to everyone's attention. Now, granted, when I say this, guys, this is just articles that people are posting and things that they are talking about. For me, I'll be so honest and say that I just think this is a little bit not really, it doesn't really show the full picture, but it's just an opinion that people have. And they're going comparing his record after 10 games, according to every other manager post Ferguson. And after losing his 2 opening games in charge, you know what I mean? it's one of those things for me that Amorim hasn't really handled any ultimatums just yet. He should, but he has conceded a return of 5 defeats from 10 matches. It's a major concern. The latest brave soul to clasp the poised chalice that is the modern-day Manchester United is following in the footsteps of 5 managers that all ultimately failed to succeed the legendary Alex Ferguson. And his current match, according to his predecessors, is not that, it's a bit different, you know what I mean? Because I feel like he's not at the highest level compared to Mourinho, Ole Gunnar, and Erik Ten Hag. They have all a better win ratio than him. And while, you know, it's not started off pretty well, he's only been here for a month. They've played, 2 games a week, so we've seen lots of football, but they haven't had time to coach the players into the system yet. Even for the players, people think that you just change from a 4-3-3 to a 3-4-3, and it's that simple. I mean, truly, it should theoretically be that simple, but you're going to have to give some of these players time to adapt. It's only been 5 weeks. I really think that we need to step back a few, in the sense that, I know some players might have to move on, but there are a lot of young players like Garnacho, like Højlund, like Ahmad, like even as good as Ahmad is doing right now and as poor as Garnacho has been, I still think that 5-6 weeks in the system, in this new formation, doesn't really tell a story that says they are the best suited or not suited at all entirely. I think we need to give more time.
Yeah, exactly. I totally agree with you on that one, yeah.
I see Billy Tech is pulling up. If no one else, not much people is pulling up, I could have you guys on together tonight. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to stay here whole night, because at the end of the day, I know everyone is going to be watching certain movies, that we watch during the course of the season. But Bailey, this stream is kind of for you, bro, because I wanted to hear your opinions on the possible links, with Nuno Mendes and what else we've been having. I know you've been through the other streams as well, my bro.
Yo, sorry, someone was calling me. Yeah, what was I gonna say? You wanted me to talk about Nuno Mendes and what else?
Yeah, and well, I mean, the guys that we linked with that possibly going out, like Luke Shaw, like Lindelof, these guys, there are concrete interest in those players in January, including the likes of, Christian Eriksen as well. So that's just 3 players that we have possibly might be going out. And I'm not just saying Rashford, so we could leave Rashford for last, but those 3 players and the possible 3 players that we have might be coming in. The likes of, since approaches have been made to Nuno Mendes, there's also interest in Danny Olmo, who could possibly be on a free. And well, you just saw the report that we're prepared to spend somewhere in the region of £60 million to secure Matthias Cunha.
So for me, the idea of getting Mendes is very, very nice. It's intriguing to me because the kid's only 22. Even though he's had a few injury problems here or there, he's literally got a whole career ahead of him. So even though he showed glimpses of let's be real, he's a very good player, and he's been holding down that left wing, or that left no not left wing, that fullback spot at PSG. So to me, he's one of the best in the world, especially at that tender age of 22. He's already worked with Ruben Amorim before. I think he definitely fits into what we're looking for. So to me, it's a bit of a no-brainer. However, there are some other good wing backs out there. So it's up to the club what direction they want to go in. But I implore them to not try and fit square pegs in round holes and get the best players available. Because at the end of the day, we've already got a youngster to come in. So now you just need someone good to hold down the spot, especially if they're going to be taking what would have been Luke Shaw's position. And then, yes, moving on to Luke Shaw. We need to get rid of Luke Shaw. No excuses. I don't want to go into another season still looking at Luke Shaw vying for a left wing back spot or a centre back spot. I don't even want to know. Like, if they can tear up his contract, if they can't sell him, but they need to find a way of moving him on. Who else are we linked with? Danny Almo. Danny Almo, what a player. I watched Barcelona not too long ago, and everything was going through him. And the way the ball was just coming to him, the way no one could take the ball off him, and the way he just moved the ball around, that alone tells me that this guy is very much suited to playing that number 10 role. I don't know what Omar Barada and Wilcox has to do, but if they can move heaven, maybe not heaven and earth together, but if they can move heaven a bit to try and tempt this guy into just coming to OT. Because if he is going to come to England, the last place I want to see him go is to Man City, especially when Man United play in a system where we play with 2 10s. So in my opinion, we need 2 10s. So whether that's we sign him and then sign another player down the line, or we sign 2 10s in the summer, I believe we need to sign a 10. Personally, going into the Cunha links, yeah, me personally, I know Cunha can play as a central striker, but I prefer him to play as a number 10 because he also plays that role. So I'd rather, if we do sign him, I'd rather him be like the number 10 that plays as a secondary striker. And I'd rather sign another number 10, which would be like a Daniel Almo type player or João Pedro, somebody like that. Then I like to sign a centre forward. I don't feel like that's being too greedy. This is Manchester United. We still need in my opinion, we still need 2 wing-backs, one for the left, one for the right. Yeah, we most probably need to make an additional purchase to the centre-back region because Lindelof is going to be going out the door. And Harry Maguire's in his last year. And personally, I'd rather just go and get Diamonde if he's available. Like, all this blah, blah, blah with the money. If we sell Garnacho and we sell Rashford, that's like 120 million right there. So, and that's pure profit. So add that to what would have been probably a transfer war chest of already 200 million. You're looking at 320 million for the summer spent. So in my opinion, we can do some things with that money. We can definitely do some things with that time. And those won't be the only players we sell as well. So the budget could even be more than 300. So as far as I'm concerned, they haven't got really no excuse. They can rebuild that squad in the summer. And yeah, we might need some players down the line, maybe in the next window. But I expect in the next 4 windows, and when I say 4 windows, I mean 2 summers and 2 winters. I expect our squad to be predominantly built. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the future holds. And I just hope that the team can turn it around because we've now invested some money into this 3-4-2-1, I think it is. 3-4-2-1 system, right? So we're going in down this route. So if we're gonna go down this route, you have to back the manager. And if the club don't back the manager, then we're just doing what the Glazers were doing before, which was bring a manager in, buy the manager's players, back that manager, sack the manager, then bring in a manager that plays a completely different style, bring him in, bring in his players, we're going in a different direction, and then constantly do this to the point where now we have a team that has zero identity. They have zero identity. So anytime a new manager comes in, whichever manager was able to make the biggest imprint on the team, that's the football that manager is going to be forced to play, which has happened in the past. So I believe that once we got Jose Mourinho, I don't think, no matter what manager we had after that, it's like these players couldn't shake off Mourinho's football. So, and I just felt like that was one of the things that ultimately hindered Erik Ten Hag.
Sorry, guys, lost internet there for 2 minutes.
Yeah, so I was saying we couldn't shake off the football of Jose Mourinho, and I believe that that was the football that ultimately hindered Erik Ten Hag. We couldn't see for prolonged periods his style of play, even though we saw ideas of it. And right now, we're kind of seeing something similar. We're seeing ideas of Ruben Amorim stuff, but it's not fully put together yet. But hopefully, we can carry on flushing out the people that have not bought into his philosophy, move them on, and then bringing people that are willing to do the job, some young, hungry lions, and yeah, onwards and upwards. But right now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm just sick of the defeats. I'm sick of sometimes the rotation. I'm sick of like the club not having the right players in the right positions. Like it's just crap right now. It's just crap. I'm not gonna lie. So hopefully we can sort all this stuff out so we can get back to winning ways. If I was gonna make a prediction right now, I would probably say we might have to look towards doing something in the cup because that gap of at one point we were saying, oh, we're only like 4 points off top four.
I think it was 3 points at one point off top four. Now
Yeah,
we're
at one
7
point,
points or 9 points off top four. I mean, it's a huge gap, eh? I don't dispute that at all. But since we sacked Ten Hag, I was like, we should just focus on the cup. And whatever happened in the league, hopefully at least we don't get finished below 10th. We good to go, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, as long as we don't. But personally, even if we do finish below 10th, yeah, we still gotta lift that cup because if we don't, then we're just gonna have extra financial problems. We need to get into the Champions League. There is no excuse. Unfortunately, that's just a task. If Ruben Amorim cannot get us into the top four, he has to win the Europa League. There can't be any excuses. Unfortunately, if we don't get none of these things, then I still hope that Ineos can still give him a chance to turn the next season around with the adequate players there. Because you can't really say you've given man a proper chance if he hasn't got win-backs, if he hasn't got a central striker that is a bagsman, if he hasn't got like certain man in the defence doing what they need to do. So, and he hasn't got the number 10s either. And he's only got one extremely mobile player in the midfield. So really and truly, he just hasn't got the tools. Like he's just trying to do something, but he hasn't got the tools. Like, let's be real. These
I don't
players don't
even
want to
think
run.
it's a question of them studying to sack him or anything. I know a lot of people have been saying online that this looks bad, this, that, and the other. What was they expecting realistically? I unless they thought that it was gonna be a fairy tale like Alice in Wonderland and he was gonna come in and snap his fingers and swish his heels and they're just gonna win every game. It was never gonna be like that. And to be fair, it's better now that we start off struggling and we build into a team that's winning than we came in. He just played a 4-3-3, continued getting the best results out of the players that he currently had. And then next season, we're in the same cycle again, where he trying to get these players to play the way he want to play. And they're not understanding it. So for me, yeah, I happy with this in a certain extent, in a perspective stance. I am happy with the fact that we're doing this in this way. Because right now, too many people, bro, had too many different ideas and too many different things to say about this rebuild that we never actually see in the rebuild past a certain stage. As soon as we hit problems, strife, any kind of adversity, losing games, we in meltdown. And realistically, guys, I don't understand why. Yes, we are Man United, and of course, we should not be here. But the reality is that we are here. And the only thing we can do is work our way back to where we need to be and where we want to go. So let me get real. I mean, let's take this into perspective, right? Let me just show this out so that you guys will understand why I'm saying what I'm saying here. Because look at the Europa League, right? And I saying this since before we sacked Ten Hag. We win the Europa League, we in Champions League. Money secure for next season. Budget for everybody that they want to buy all these nice players, Victor Gyökeres, Giovanni Quenda, this guy, Diamade. We gain 300 million if we qualify for the Champions League. Whether we win the Champions League, whether we get out the group, or we finish on the top of the table, that is not the problem. The biggest issue is that we need to be there in the conversation. Currently, we are 7th in the Europa League, guys, with a guaranteed spot into the next round. We face Rangers in the next game. And if we beat Rangers, actually we face, I think we face this team, Star Bucharesti, in the next game away on the 8th of January or something like that. And if we beat that team, we go on to 15 points, which takes us probably in 4th or 5th. And then we have Rangers at home, which will be the final game of the 8 games played. And if we beat Rangers, that takes us to 18 points. Now, we should be finishing in the top 4, which means that we will get a seeded round for the next round, meaning that we will play our first game away and our last game at home in the next round, right? Now, the teams that probably will be facing us as competition might be the likes of Tottenham, might be Ajax, Real Sociedad, might be a Roma or Olympiacos. But then that's when we, at that time, and guys, understand, this is coming down to the end of February because we supposed only the teams that qualify from 9th to 24th have to play in February. So United will have only 1 game a week besides the game in the FA Cup if we qualify and continue if we beat Arsenal, which means we will have time to rest, train, get ourselves better focused, continue with the progression, and move forward. So I don't see a problem with United getting to the semi-finals of this game. Because at the semi-final stage, you might face a team like Olympic Lyon, Atletico Bilbao, a Lazio, maybe a Tottenham. Because if Tottenham doesn't get into the first 8, bro, it's going to be tough for Tottenham. It's going to be tough. So I don't see too much opposition that can defeat Man United outright. I see beatable opponents in the Europa League. That's our ticket to Champions League or to Europe next season. Whatever we do otherwise, and being a United fan, I know a lot of people might misconstrue this and say this is where my standards are, but I'm just being realistic. We are not at that level to compete week in, week out on multiple fronts, especially in the Premier League this season. And that's mostly because playing a back 3 is difficult, guys. There's a lot of different responsibilities for the wing backs, for the defenders, for the midfielders now than in the situation before. And yeah, we might have lost to Wolves, Luma, and I hear you, bro, truly. But for me, we still have 20 games left. 20.
That
was game week 17. Game week 18 still to come, and there's still 20 more game weeks. We could definitely claw ourselves back come February, guys. But we need to give ourselves time. We need to support the team. That is generally what this message is today. Like it says May Day, but it's May Day, me calling out all the fans, come support United right now. Most of you would be saying that I was wrong in supporting Ten Hag for as long as I was supporting Ten Hag. But realistically, if you're supporting the manager, you have to support the troops. You have to support the brothers, the ones who developing, even the ones who not performing really well, because we want to see a better day tomorrow. We want to see a better game the next time they perform. And realistically, if we don't try and support them, especially ones who going to be here come post-January, then what's the point? You know? So that's just my opinion, guys, on the whole Man United situation currently. You know, we are not in we in dire straits, but not in the worst straits. You know what I mean? There is still hope. There's still, time for United to make a decent account of themselves this season in multiple competitions. Because we could probably show up and beat Arsenal in that one-off in the FA Cup and go to the next round. We seemingly in line to qualify for the Europa League next round in one of the top 4, top 5 spots. And this is from being in 21st. So it's pretty interesting. Please don't mind. You have always been in the past and are still toxic. Sorry for it, bro, but you have sky hopes when in reality we are complete. I don't think we are a complete mess. We have listen, a lot of the young players, Garnacho, Højlund, even Ahmad, they're still not the finished article. These are players for the next 18 months when you could judge them based on consistency, really. You know what I mean? Like these guys still developing, and if the Premier League is the most competitive league in the world, it should be difficult for them to adapt. They should be going through tough phases, because if not, then the league would be a cakewalk. So I see it more like they going through different stages of adversity. And we have to understand that we accepted when we purchased Højlund, he was going to be for the future, not now. We have to accept that when we promoted Garnacho, he was not going to be for that season or this season. He was going to be for the future as well. I mean, it's just one of those things where I feel like we can't criticize players for poor performances. We can't say we prefer another type of player. But to write off some of these players, especially the young ones, when, it's not left in stone that they don't have the ability or potential to reach the levels that we paid for them for, or we have them in the starting 11 for. I just think it's not in the current time frame that United fans would want. Like I would have preferred we gotten a more experienced striker in the last summer window. Everyone was here. I was hoping that we'd get someone more experienced and that would come in and lead the line. But we didn't. We went for another young striker to develop. And this maybe was a bad decision by the structure. Now these things happen.
Just a quick one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In hindsight now, if they had said, you know what, we're going to spend that money on Ivan Toney, would you have had any form of issue with it?
I mean, listen, I don't rate Ivan Toney. I'll put that out there. But if United had signed Ivan Toney, I would support Ivan Toney, and I probably would be defending him like I just defend Joshua Zirkzee.
I'll tell you right now, Ivan Toney is better than Joshua Zirkzee. I'll tell you that right now. Like I'm just gonna be real with you, and it's not like we can't buy a better striker than Ivan Toney or Joshua Zirkzee. But I'm just saying, Ivan Toney is far better than Joshua Zirkzee. Far better. Some of them chances that he missed, I couldn't believe it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Some of the weak shots and everything else. It's like he's got the movement. Don't get me wrong. I love the guy's movement, but his finishing is shocking. Finishing is shocking,
brother. I will say this: big up to the great one, and big up to halftime with Vegeta in the building, of course.
Big up.
Me continuing to speak sense. The world is not ending, bro, but it's coming to a new year, so maybe it's a little bit of wisdom kicking in finally. You know what I mean? Big up to everyone. You're not sure what time this ends. I probably have another 15, 20 minutes, bro. If you want to hop in, bro. It's all good. Great one. Lots of good news. I know you, man, don't like the transfer window so far, but, we're talking about some possible outs with concrete interest right now that, have been clearly outlined. Luke Shaw is one of those players that has been identified as a top target for Napoli. They see him as a cheap alternative for a very defensive solution that they're needing right now. And Ineos are poised to cash in on that. Also Eriksen, he was complaining about game time being a problem under Erik Ten Hag. He hasn't received much game time, but 2 games since Amorim took over and Erik Ten Hag left. So it looks like, Ajax may be coming for him, probably. The likes of this, there's another Danish team that's interested in him as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing the possibility of that. But shockingly enough, not just AC Milan and Galatasaray, but Nottingham Forest, as well as Leicester City, has just come in as competition for Victor Lindelof. So it looks like Van Nistelrooy would like to have Victor Lindelof at Leicester City with him. What are your thoughts, my bro?
Listen, all the players you mentioned, none of them are in our first 11. You get me? So it's the same thing we did when we got rid of Martial. It's like, yeah, we're getting rid of Shaw, Lindelof, but that doesn't really hurt us. You get me? Like, I want to hear people like Rashford. I want to hear about the news of Rashford, Garnacho, Martinez. You get me? Like players who are going to change the 11. Like Lindelof going doesn't really do anything. Does it make it weak? Does it make us weaker or stronger? No. You get me? So that's why, yeah, I'm not really. And honestly, I don't think Lindelof should go to Leicester. I think he needs to go to Nottingham Forest. They'll probably
It's
make
up
the
in
top
the air
four.
where he will choose to go. I mean,
Yeah, but they're literally third right now. So do you want to go fight relegation or do you want to go and be in the top 4? So it's up to you, Lindelof.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, for me, whoever coming with the most money, I would sell. I understand what you're saying with Rashford. I just didn't highlight the Rashford conversation just yet. I was going to ask you that question afterwards. But yeah, we have news on Rashford. There's 2 Italian clubs that are very much interested. Atalanta being one of them as well. Atalanta who's also interested in Joshua Zirkzee, by the way. And well, with Garnacho, there's no reports on Garnacho right now. I know there's a lot of talk about Atletico Madrid open for him or something like that, and Garnacho open to leave. But I've not been hearing those things. Same thing with Martinez. What I've been hearing about those 2 players that they are going to be here post January. So that's the only thing. That's why I didn't mention those 2 players, because for
What
me
about
they will be here
what
post January. I don't think it's something that the club looking to do right now, but maybe more in the summer. But
what about the incomings? How is it with the incomings?
well, fancy that you would say that. The interesting thing is that reports coming in. Remember, I talked about it today in the midday stream that the courts have ruled that Daniel Mo cannot be registered. They will have an appeal on the 30th. That will be the final decision on the issue. So if that appeal doesn't overturn the current appeal, he will remain on being unable to be registered by Barcelona, which means come January 1st, he is free. And we are hoping that Manchester United will be jumping. There are many reports that Manchester United are keen on making a move as soon as that court rules the final appeal unsuccessful. So I'm
I hope he
interested in
fixes
that.
us because I have a feeling Arsenal and Liverpool may come in for him too. So
I
yeah.
don't think he would sign for Arsenal and Liverpool over Man United. I mean, I'm not saying that.
Yeah, I hear you, but both teams are in the title race. We're like fighting relegation. You get me?
But
He's
which one of
leaving
the teams guarantee him a starting role in a tie?
Barcelona top of the league to come and fight relegation. It's kind of
We're not in
impossible.
relegation settings yet. Calm down. We have
Yes,
20
but
games left.
is it Mark? And the fact that you're saying yet is just it's a disgrace.
No, but it's a
Just a
disgrace. But
statement
this
of
is where
yet.
we at, bro. So we can't talk about it like it's a.
You see, one thing I'll say to people, yeah, is it's weird, yeah, because Man United fans will always downplay their club and say, "Oh, but look at this team; they're fighting for the championship and X, Y, Z, and this is why players won't sign for us because, oh, the Champions League and everything else." But Man United have proved time and time again that all of that, when it comes to Man United specifically as a club, all of that is a myth. Yeah.
Exactly.
Players, when they see that Man United is involved in the conversation, when Man United has entered the chat, that is it. Yeah. The only other clubs that can enter the chat and then it could be like some form of a tug of war is Barcelona and Real Madrid. Everybody else, I don't even want to hear about, oh, you can't get this player because of the Champions League, or you can't get this player because you're not fighting for the title. Since when have we had an arm wrestle with, like, let's say, Arsenal as an example, and we really wanted the player and Arsenal really wanted the player, then the player said, yeah, I'm going to Arsenal over Man United. It rarely happens. If
I don't
it
think
does
it's ever
happen at all.
happened, really. At least I have never really heard about it. The last time we had a tussle with them was over Martinez, and guess where he went?
Yeah.
What about Declan Rice?
We didn't really want Declan Rice. We never made a bid for him.
Yeah, if we made a bid for him, then
It would be a different story. Now, if we put a bid in like Liverpool did when they put a bid in for Lenny Euro of £40 million, and then they tried to pretend that they didn't, it's a different story. When Real Madrid offered to pay him an enormous wage to get him on a free, and then they decided to say, well, they didn't want him anymore, they already made an offer. And they didn't, the offer was unsuccessful. So for me, yeah, I think it's a myth. And we don't usually pay ridiculous wages, bro. Like, understandably, I could tell you this for free.
Wait, did you say we don't pay ridiculous wages?
We pay ridiculous wages in some instances, bro, but we can't put it like Arsenal doesn't pay anyone $200,000.
Yeah, but we pay the most wages. We're up there in terms of the highest wage.
Actually, Man City pays the most wages. Man City wage bill is triple of our wage bill, I think. Apparently,
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Check it.
Mark, you're doing the market sources again.
No. Man City is supposed to have the highest wages, but this is why they said they earned what they earned, because that's what afford them to pay those wages. Haaland have ridiculous wages, bro.
Let me check the highest wage structure in the Premier League. Let me Google that.
I don't actually think it's Man United anymore. I actually think it's Man City.
Okay.
But yeah. I don't actually but yeah, I just think it's a myth that
it's Man City, you're right.
I'm telling you.
I think it's a myth that big players won't come to Man United. Big players always want to come to Man United. If Man United is available, big players is coming. So at the end of the day, if Almo is available, especially with how long he's been linked to us for years. If he becomes available on a free transfer, the idea of us needing 2 number 10s and then they let him go to City, it will blow my mind.
Bro, not just yours. Mine as well. Because
Omar Barada needs sacking if he goes there.
No, I don't think that will happen, bro, because, okay, I don't believe that his agent was in Manchester for vacation during Christmas. Cold, wet? No, not Manchester. But what I would say is this. If he did come in and he didn't talk to Omar Barada and he did have a discussion with the City guy alone, I would be upset. Because on a free, I don't think anyone would be mad if we offer Danny Olmo 200K a week, bro.
No,
I literally would not care about that, because we did not pay 50 million pounds for this guy. He's coming on a free. We are saving money.
I have a question regarding Danny Olmo. Like, I don't know much about him. I saw him obviously in the Euros. Does he have any pace to him? Because at the 10 we need somebody with pace. Like, is he as quick as Ahmad?
He has sufficient pace. I mean,
is it enough?
I think he's quicker than Eriksen by far.
No. Eriksen, the bar is low. Is it quicker than Ahmad? Is he
Ahmad is not the quickest player. Actually, Rasmus is faster than him. But
as long as he has
he's very quick, bro. He's very industrious. If there's one thing I could tell you about Danny Olmo, is he is very industrious, especially bright
that's his game.
in the attacking third.
playing in that 10 role. That's his position.
Because I remember, I don't know which game it was. There were so many balls over to the top for Bruno. Bruno would run and the defender would catch up. It was Spurs. And I don't want Danny Olmo to be like the 10 who is good but slow. You get me? So that's why.
No, but he's not slow.
No, I
He's not
don't know. I'm
slow,
asking. I don't know
but
anything about Danny Olmo. That's why I'm asking.
also the guy, the way he progresses the ball, the way he can hold on the ball, the way he can carry the ball, he's actually a baller. The guy is a baller. And that type of guy, if he's on a free transfer, it's a no-brainer. I don't care what anyone says. Go look at the way he plays.
He's quick enough.
No, I don't like watching clips. After watching Anthony and I got sold, I don't watch clips anymore.
No, don't watch the clips.
Just go and watch a game from the Euros with Spain.
I'm saying this based off of me tuning in to watch Barcelona. I watched Barcelona slap a team not too long ago, and every single thing was coming through Dani Olmo. Everything was coming through him. And I said, Lawe, I can't believe we let this guy just go to Barcelona willy-nilly. I know we were linked with him a lot during the Euros, and then he just walked into Barcelona with no challenge. I just said, whoa.
I was telling man them if we had to go for some kind of alternative attacking player, not a direct striker, we should have get him instead of getting Xerxes. You know, I was trying to promote the Dani Olmo in the summer because for me, if it's a choice between Dani Olmo on a free and 60 million for Matthias Cunha, bro, I close my eyes when I buy Dani Olmo. I will go with that 60 million after I buy Dani Olmo, bro. I will have 45 million left. I'm going to buy Alvaro Fernandez, and I have 30 million left to buy a defender. Whether it be this guy, Nuno Mendes, or I go in Spain and I get the fella from Girona, all for 60 million, bro. 3 players coming in January. Not just Matthias Cunha. Just saying. If we could sell Rashford and another player, then we could go at Matthias Cunha. Because, bro, in my honest opinion, at that point, he could now be an option to play a 10 or play a striker.
Yeah, I like that idea of Olmo and Cunha in the 10. I'm not gonna lie. Both of them two in the 10 with Gyökeres up front, nasty. No, but we have to do something. We have to revamp our whole attack. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. Yes, Ahmad has been the shining light so far in terms of our attacking play this season. But unfortunately, we have to revamp the whole attack. So if that means that Ahmad has to fight for his place with somebody either in the 10 or in the wing-back role, whether we sign the young boy Quenda and then them two have to battle it out, bro, that's what it's going to have to be. I personally will not spare anyone's feelings. All these men that want to do up this Player FC, forget about it. All this player, that's why the club, will have Rashford as a left winger, and decide not to sign no one to give him any form of competition. This is why. Because
criminal business. That was nasty work, guys. Tell me that was nasty work, bro. For 9 years, we have not sought a competitive left wing option for Manchester United, and
because we had Martial in it.
Brother, in my opinion, Anthony Martial was a striker. Was short a winger.
For some period, was left winger. So,
he could play. His main role was a striker, bro. That's what
under
we bought him for.
Under Mourinho, he played left wing the whole time.
True.
For 2 seasons.
I didn't like that, but at the same time, his role in the club, whenever you look at him on the sheet list,
he became a striker. That's true.
So I don't consider him a winger. He can play the role, cool. He's a striker.
No, but I'm giving you a reason why we didn't buy a left winger.
For me, that was never a good reason enough.
That wasn't a good enough reason. That's
what the club did. The club.
Yeah, no, that's what the club say, but it was criminal to me that we never did that. And bro, if this is true day in, day out, I don't think this is true, bro. But he is possible. It's not that he up for sale, and I'm going to say this out clear. He is not up for sale. There is heavy interest in him Of course, the first couple weeks, in the first month, in the first 3 months that he's been here, has not been great. So he was probably having second thoughts about, making a move. Now, I can't say that's not true. There are reports that he has said that. So it's an interesting situation as Atalanta is interested. Juventus is interested as well. So I don't know, guys. What I would say is if he is actually up for sale, if they do come in for him and they're paying top dollar, and we get an exchange, we get in Cunha, Danny Olmo, brother, why be mad? Smile, be happy. It's a good day. You know what I'm saying? It's a good day. Big up, Vegeta. I mean, I didn't talk about Victor Gyökeres because I think that's something that we more likely might be looking to do in the summer. And the reason why I say that is because hard pressed to see United spending 200 million in January. Never seen it happen before. While I'm not going to put it out there as a possibility, based on FFP, I would say somewhere between 100, 120 million might be a safe bet to see what we could do in the summer, barring we have sales and outgoings.
But you know what I would do though, Mark? Even if it's not something you can do now, do a deal for the summer, bro. Why not? Have that something that's there for the summer that you don't have to worry about, because I swear down his release clause is going down for Victor, if I'm not mistaken. It's going from 100 to 60.
Yeah, it's like 63.
No, that's I think that is the agreement that Man United have with Sporting. If they don't go in for him in January, they will get him at around that fee in the summer. 68 million it was.
Yeah, bro, put like a Joshua Zirkzee, you add like an extra million, say, yo, we'll pay this, and just want it is out of the way, bro, because you don't have to wait until the summer to do those deals. You know what I'm saying? Especially when people's contracts running down, there'll be a lot of competition. These are the things that, from like a management perspective, I want to see Ineos doing. Anyway, bro, don't do the lastminute.com thing where we're haggling like we're the old guys. But anyway, shout out to you guys, first of all. Greetings.
Big up.
Big up.
I've just been following the conversation and I'm like, it's actually crazy, bro, just how depressed United fans are and how it's like Rubes already told us, bro, the storm is coming. We best brace ourselves. And like the rain comes and people are shocked. It's like, they told you this was gonna happen. It's like, when the weather forecast says there's gonna be snow tomorrow and you choose not to take a jacket, bro, and it snows. And you're just like, why is the snow outside, bro? You ignored the weather forecasting, bro. But looking at the squad, bro, I'm not surprised. I mean, we've got a bunch of people in orange overalls, criminals playing for us. It's gonna take some time to get rid of these guys and bring in the guys that we need to bring in. And in January, bro, honestly, if we bring in 2 players, when was the last time we did something like that at United? In January. And I'm not talking about like loaning. If we bring in people like these are our players moving forward, we're not gonna return them to people. We haven't done something like that. And if these guys somehow do that with all of this noise around, oh, we don't have money, hey, then kudos to them, bro. But they have to back Ruben, because there's no point, bro. We're not defending well. I was gonna say there's no point having a good defense, but we're not even doing that anymore, and we can't even score goals, bro. You know what I'm saying? The Danny Olmo thing, bro. I will be there on the 30th. I am waiting, bro, for that court to say denied. I don't have the what do you call this Steve Harvey sound, that denied. And then hopefully are smart enough to go and get Danny Olmo, bro, because after what I saw in the Wolves match, people losing their minds, and there's us only having one creative person technically in the team, garbage. I don't want to be in that position anymore.
Brother, listen, I really feel like United in a precarious position in this current point. I'm not too stressed by most of the things, guys, because realistically, the manager been here a month. Even him saying the storm was coming at the beginning of the season, a certain manager said, we're not ready to compete this season. Man, them say he's a crazy man. You understand? So, 2 managers tell us the same thing in 2 different ways. When we go and start to believe the reality, or we want to force our reality onto this team, which is the weird part for me, guys, because realistically, I look at it from the perspective that we have good players in our group. We have some bad players that need to go. Now, some good players might not have been in good form recently. Some good players might be showing better form recently. So it's one of those things where I feel like between now or between when Amarim first came in November on the 15th and August, really, or well, the start of the July window, I feel like all those guys under 25 and the newcomers who came in this summer deserve that 6 months to change or to adapt to the new style of play, because obviously they was coming in under the guise of playing a 4-3-3, which now changed into a 3-4-3 with different little responsibilities here or there. So I feel like certain players I do think we need to get rid of. And if they sell Bruno, bro, I'm not gonna say that I'm going to cry, but I would say that
listen,
I
on
think
that point of backing the manager, the reason I'm backing Amorim, regardless of the reasons, I've been rushed twice on the reckless delegates. Once for saying Malacia is dead food, another time for saying Dallo is dead food. Those are our two left wing backs. So literally, you lot are saying, oh, Malacia. I said this like months ago when you guys rushed me. You get me? So that's why I'm like, I'm allowing it. That's why I'm like, Ruben, do your thing. Let's get in the Mendes guy. Let's do this. You get me? So Malacia being bad right now, or Dallo being bad, I already saw it. Oh, long time ago. When you were saying he's better than Wan-Bissaka, I was like, this is waffle. He's not better than Wan-Bissaka. They're the same.
He is better than Wan-Bissaka.
He's not. They're the same.
He is better.
I'm pretty sure Wan-Bissaka has created more goals this season than Dallo.
Playing on the right side, right?
I don't know, but okay, going forward, I feel like I'm more confident in Wan-Bissaka creating a chance than Dallo. Honestly, I'm not even joking. When Wan-Bissaka goes in the box,
brother,
he makes the
we've seen it at United already. Don't try to rewrite history, bro. In the last 2 seasons, who was the better right wing back?
It was Dallo, bro. He was literally our player of the season last year, I swear.
No, he was. Okay, listen, I have a question. He was the player of the season. Why? Why was he the player of the season?
Where was Wan-Bissaka?
He played well, bro.
Who was
he was
the competition for player of the season?
Well, Wan-Bissaka was there.
No. I'm not saying I'm asking who was the competition for player of the season.
Wan-Bissaka was competition for player of the season.
You can't begrudge Dallo playing well when everybody's moving like crackheads. He did his job last season.
No, but he won player of the season by default.
Was his competition? Everybody else failed to show up, bro. So
exactly, that's why he won it, because he was the only one playing,
and you failed to do your job. And my manager says you are the MVP. Is that my fault that you didn't perform?
But he was basic. He was trash. He was just the best of the trash.
I'm not gonna lie,
then
bro.
what the question I keep asking you, bro. Right, you said Wan-Bissaka better.
This is not like
right?
Van Persie. Van Persie getting player of the season where you're like, that is Van Persie. Ronaldo.
I know, but okay, understand. But hear it from this perspective, right? Think about it from this perspective.
Dallo was trash.
Where was Wan-Bissaka last season? Not at Man United. Where was him the season before? At Man United too, right?
Yeah.
So what was he doing to contribute, showcasing that he's a better defender than Dallo? Nothing, right?
I'm pretty sure in Ten Hag's first season, Wan-Bissaka kicked Dallo out of the team. I'm 100%
No, he did
sure
not. Dallo got injured in the World Cup.
Come on, bro. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
I want to ask a question, though.
When we went 21 games unbeaten, who was the right back?
Wan-Bissaka.
No, bro.
I remember Wan-Bissaka came in.
No, bro.
Who played the...
Brother, we went into Christmas in second place.
Bro,
Dallo was the right back. Wan-Bissaka was on the bench.
You look at rewriting history. I'm not going
to lie. Dallo got injured in the World Cup, and that is how Wan-Bissaka came on and started playing games, and he came on and performed well.
How do we even get here, bro? Like Wan-Bissaka, bro. Mazraoui shut that conversation down, bro. Why are we still talking about
No, we're here because I'm saying I'm backing the manager because he's playing 2 trash players at wing back and he has no option. But people like you and Mark N thought Dallo is good, and you're shocked. I'm pretty sure you're shocked. I'm 100% sure. You're like, why is Dallo trash, bruv? He's always been trash.
Bro, he's playing on the left back, the left wing back.
Bruv, he played right wing back against Arsenal.
Right wing back.
Can I just say
who's
something?
just trying to do a job, like literally, bro.
Hang on, man. Can I just say something? It's really profound how people can have good seasons, and then the minute they dip in form, they trash.
Nah,
It's as
nah,
if
nah,
no
nah, nah.
other player in the history of this game who's been good has never had a
No,
bad
listen. Now,
season or a bad run of games.
Vegeta, and I think that's why you have a problem. I did not think Dalo was good last season. I think you're missing my point. He was never good.
Or you
Yeah,
like me when it comes to certain players, you don't rate Dalo at all.
No, I don't rate like KG doesn't rate Dalo
Well,
too.
fair
Like
enough.
I don't
Fair
rate
enough.
Dalo. You get me? So I don't
Fair
rate
enough.
Dalo.
Fair enough.
It's
We
not like
agree there.
last season it was good, and then, bro, I remember him like giving Cole Palmer 2 goals in 2 minutes, and we winning 3-2. Game ended 4-3. No one remembers that. No one remembers that. I did that many
Actually,
times.
the penalty he gave away was to Chukwuemeka, however his name was. I think it was
No, but he
Chukwuemeka,
gave the
however.
penalty to Cole Palmer.
But
Cole
that
Palmer
was a
scored the
dive,
penalty.
bro. The man jumped after the man fall on the ground and he dropped down.
No, it was
And
so
they give up
stupid.
penalty.
I was watching it live and I was like, Dalo, what are you doing? Are you stupid? Like Chukwuemeka was not going to do anything. You get me? Then he left
True.
Cole Palmer free for the fourth goal. And people was, oh, player of the match, bro. Nah, fam, allow it.
Nah, you know what I want to allow, bro? Is this thing of saying on one hand we back the manager, but then on the other hand we're ready to die with these player FC arguments. I don't care, bro. Personally, I couldn't give a crap right now because we're 14th. Personally, we're just beating a dead horse with a stick right now. That's all we're doing. With arguing
No, that's
this
why.
guy
No,
who's not with
that's why
us
we
was
need to
better.
back the
It sounds like
manager.
the central people who are telling us who he'd be cooking for us while he's not here, and he failed to cook for us. So why are we having
You
this
miss my
conversation?
point. The point I'm trying to say is right now we have trash players. That's why I'm backing the manager. Like if I thought Dalo is good and the manager comes in and he plays, I would be like, oh, Amorim, come on, man. I thought Dalo is world class. Dalo is the next Trent. Dalo, Real Madrid want him. Why are you? But I already know Dalo is trash, so I'm not surprised. I'm like, Amorim, do your thing, make signings. But when Amorim makes signings and the players are trash, that's when I'll begin giving Amorim a side eye. That's the point I was trying to make. My point is, I got rushed too, saying Malacia is dead food. I got rushed with Anko and Mark N, but right now Malacia is playing, and everyone's Malacia needs to be sold. I'm not surprised. I said it before he came back from injury. Everyone's like,
Yeah,
everyone
I
in
don't
this
think he
revision
needs to
is
be sold, by
history.
the way. I just
You
putting it
always
out
do the
there.
revision. No, Malacia was good. He played the one time good against Salah. I'm like, bruv, the last 2 months of Malacia, first of all, he was on the bench. It was show playing. And then he was coming in and giving away goals. Sevilla were winning 2-0. Malacia comes in, games ends 2-2. Malacia has been dead foot for a long time. And he got injured. And you guys made the revisionist history that Malacia is Alfonso Davis. He's always been dead food. And
Bro,
him
Alfonso
come
Davies has always been dead
I was
food.
about to
It's
say,
a
okay,
joke we have in the
don't say
Caribbean
that.
about
raise the
Alfonso
That's a
Davies.
different
We don't know
question.
how
president.
Bayern
You
would
already
sign
got
him, bro.
charges for that. You already got
The
charges.
man never, bro. If it's one thing I could tell you, every winger in CONCACAF is dribble past Alfonso Davies, bro, and score against
Here we
on
go, man.
Canada.
Now that's a different topic, Mark, and I don't want to go in that. Like
So
you
when they
went
use
to
Alfonso
court and
Davies, bro,
lost.
I'll get touchy because
Did you
it's
go
come
to
like
court
you're
and
bringing
lost
a
and
fella
who
who
is
I
in
don't think
trouble?
even close to
Chill,
being the
bro.
level of a Man United player,
You're supposed to be
and bringing him
reformed,
to the
man.
conversation with a player who's Man
Mark is
United.
gonna go
You're
into
supposed to be
stomach
reformed. You
dive with
went to
this
court
nigga.
and lost.
Chill.
You lost
The one
the
thing, the one
case.
thing I do want to speak about though that is crazy for me is the way some people are saying sell Kobe, and I'm like, what is going on with this fan base, bro? Already selling Kobe Mano? That's what we're doing right now. Already?
Man, them, bro. We don't,
Kid
bro. We
has
just
his
know we ain't gonna
breakout
get no
season last
talents
year.
and no talents ain't going to come because the over
I have
criticism,
a
bro.
question. I have a question for you, Vegeta.
What's
Okay,
that?
I'm not saying sell. I'm not in the camp of sell Kobe, but where do you see Kobe playing in this system?
What
Where
you
he's playing right
mean,
now.
bro?
The same place that Ruben wants him to play.
In the
Exactly.
8.
Yes.
Wherever Ruben tell him to play is where Ruben want him to play. The end.
Wait, who are we talking about?
Kobe
Sorry,
Manu.
Kobe
Kobe
Mano, bro.
Manu. I think he just needs to watch the game from the sidelines so he can build up that hunger again. Because what we're doing is we're saying yes, come and start in the Man United lineup, and then don't have no form of consistency. We'll just carry on playing you. No, we need competition for places. Kobe Manu needs to sit on that bench and look and say, do you know what? I really, really want to start. And then start fighting for his place. Because I don't want to be giving the keys to the kingdom to any of these guys again. Your place should never, ever be guaranteed in this team, no matter what your name is. Even if we sign Danny Olmo today and he plays good for 10 matches and then he has a 10-match drop-off, Why should we allow him to have a 10-match drop-off? The minute he has 3-match drop-off, 2 to 3-match drop-off, he should be out of the team.
Ahmad has one more. If Ahmad plays trash next game, I'm team Ahmad. You get me? But I'm willing to drop Ahmad such that he doesn't have the hunger he had like 4 games ago. He's not running at players anymore. So I would back dropping Ahmad. You get me? So, and that's what
You know what's
pisses me off
crazy,
about
bro?
Ruben not dropping Bruno. So it's crazy.
You know what's crazy? That's what me and Mark have been saying, bro. This whole thing of focusing on the starting 11, you can't drop people if you only got a good starting 11. The whole squad has to be good enough, bro. I was just saying it's really crazy how people are like in January. So Kobe, I'm like, oh, what is going on here? But besides that, bro, I'm on board with what you guys are saying. The starting 11, cool. But the whole squad needs to be good enough because we're not just playing the Premier League each season. As Man United, we shouldn't be. We shouldn't just be competing for the one thing. And it's impossible to ask the same people to keep playing the whole season. Even when we were successful, we didn't do this. The people we didn't recognize that were the unsung heroes that pulled through for those little cups, we needed them, bro, because we couldn't keep playing our star players. Those guys would have also been running to the ground. So that's why I'm like, when people are just like, so what about the starting 11? I'm like, yo, bro, what about your bench, bro? When stuff is not happening with your starting 11, we look like bums on the bench, bro. We can't even bring on people to trust that will affect the bloody game because all we're focusing on is the bloody 11, bro.
Exactly.
Nobody must be safe, in my opinion.
Nobody must be
that's
safe.
True. That's true. I back that, but my only problem with that is Ruben is kind of making Dallo and Bruno Fernandes untouchable. That's kind of...
That's temporary. I think after 5
now,
weeks to say that he make them untouchable, bro. Come on, man. Like these narratives, right? Fans, we doing it to ourselves.
No, listen.
I want to say this, bro. No offense, bro. But what I'm saying is, right? Just the mere fact that not only you, I've heard this conversation, but from other people, bro. I've heard other people say that, oh, Bruno and Dallo, Portuguese connection, looking like a Portuguese scene. And for me, the moment we start promoting that conversation, that in that line, bro, it all go downhill because the same thing happened with Ten Hag, bro. Dutch Chester. You understand? That is an already negative situation that we had. I think a lot of people would view it in generally negative, and now realistically, bro, I think if we get a Danny Olmo, far less to say, okay, we don't get Danny Olmo, like we say we get Matthias Cunha, and you put him in the 10 next to Bruno, right? Or you put Danny Olmo next to Bruno, and like we just say we got Edison. So Edison playing, Bruno, Danny Olmo, and maybe Ugarte or Kobe Menu sometimes, and our midfield firing. Bruno in amazing, scintillating form. What people going to say? He's back. He's back. No, bro. We have to put quality next to quality if you want quality, bro. You can't put quality in the midst of mediocre and expect the quality to always lift everybody. It's not going to happen, bro. Right. And the form is going to drop sometimes. And this is what happening with Bruno. Because if you look at Bruno's performances over the last 4 or 5 seasons, only last season his form really dropped to a point where it was like, yo, this is not Bruno.
That's not even the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is Ruben has proved that he can drop big names. He has proved that he can drop on-form players like when Rashford, Zaxi, and Ahmad scored those goals and he dropped all of them. So he has proved that he can do it. But he has refused to do it with Bruno and that. Like, that's
but that doesn't. Yeah, but you see, the focus on. You see this whole ideology that everybody, no, realistically, everybody should be droppable. But the captain is a different story, bro. All it is forget that this man is the captain of Manchester.
What about Dallo?
Mark, can I play devil's advocate though? I don't know about the Dallo one. I'm not defending.
But we haven't got a left back.
Dallo one, bro. That one
we haven't got a left back. We haven't got a left back though.
No, but sometimes Malacia plays, then he puts Dallo on right wing. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense.
I can't talk about. But the Bruno one, here's my problem, right? We've done this with Bruno in the past, whether it's Ten Hag or Amorim. When this guy's not on the pitch, when we've subbed him off, nobody really is taking up the mantle of creating. That's the only problem. It's okay to say take Bruno out, but somebody else on the damn pitch needs to then create something. Because I remember last season when I think did Bruno get injured for the first time for us for like a period. And
4 games or 5 games. We lose 4-0 and all kind of thing. to Crystal
We're tired of
Palace.
seeing this guy play, bro. And what happened? We could not score a goal to save our lives. We
And
couldn't
he
create
also
chances.
got a red card, and then we went through a period of not having him in the team. So he got injured. Then I think he also had red cards,
Yeah.
and we didn't look good when he didn't play. And this narrative of we must drop Bruno. All these people that have come in for Bruno, yeah. Bruno is not the main issue in this team. Like, yes, he might give away the ball here and there, but he's not the main issue. And if we drop him, you can we're already struggling for scoring goals. You can forget about scoring goals if he's not on that field. I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm just gonna be totally real. If you want to see a game with no goals, drop Bruno.
There's no Bruno. There's no Bruno, bro. And it's
Okay,
been proven,
okay.
bro. When this guy's not
Listen.
playing,
Let's watch
nobody's doing
Sunday.
anything,
Let's watch
bro.
Monday, and we see if we don't score any goals. That's what I'm saying.
Bro,
Who
I
are we
hope,
there.
I
playing
hope
on
we get
Monday?
proven wrong, bro. Because
We play Newcastle. No Bruno, no
We're in
Ugarte.
trouble. We're in trouble.
Brother, if
We're in
Anthony not starting in right wing
we
back
could lose
and
5-0.
Ahmad
I'm
not in
gonna
the
lie.
10, we in problems. You see, them two players have to play in that starting 11, bro. And man, them go say I going crazy. But we already missing Bruno and we already missing Ugarte. If them two brothers in starting in them positions to start the game,
wait, why
we in
is
trouble in
Lucas not
that
playing?
game.
Wait, what did I miss? Why is Lucas not playing?
Hmm?
Why is
Ugarte
Lucas
get a fifth yellow card.
Oh, for flip's sake, bro. That
Brother,
midfield
the
is
ref planned that proper, King.
It's
Man,
a
them laugh
Casemiro
at
thing.
me when I was complaining
Casemiro,
during
bro.
the game. Bro, that ref planned it proper.
Yeah, but
Imagine he
Casemiro
was supposed to
had
give
Ugarte.
me a yellow card and walk straight to give it to Ugarte.
No, I think Ugarte was complaining. Ugarte complained for something. That's why.
Come
but
on,
that
bro.
referee
We've
was
seen
on
other players
track.
complain worse than that, bro, and don't get no yellow card. See Haaland
That
screaming
referee
till spit
from
flying out his mouth on the referee face and the referee watch him and walk off.
That referee from minute 1 was already smoking whatever Heisenberg makes, bro. Because I was like, look, we're playing crap, but you are moving mad, sneaky, bro. What is this? But anyway, I didn't know that Ugarte got a 5th yellow card. That's not a good look for us, bro. Because we can say Casemiro and Kobe, but we've seen that also before, bro. And it's not a good look. We actually need Ugarte.
Brother, Dan God Jr. need to come in. Yeah, that's what I was telling him when he pick up the ball and stop the free kick. But I don't know if he was complaining or not. They're not supposed to give him no yellow card for that. This referee smoking crack. I tell man this, bro. Listen, the biggest problem with the Premier League is the referees. The reason why the Premier League will always have people viewing it with some disdain is because of the referees. You know, when you go La Liga, bro, no matter what game you're watching, it's the same. You see the same tackle in this game and that game is the same call the referee go and make, you know, bro. Whether it's a different referee or not, across German leagues, across the Dutch leagues, across Portuguese leagues, you know, it's the only league, bro. You see these referees for the same actions making 2 different calls.
But
I fed up on seeing that shit, bro.
They need to import foreign people, bro, but they won't. They won't, bro.
It's not about importing foreigners, bro. It's about telling these referees, burn subjectivity, give it an objective review.
But
if not, letter of the law.
Support these clubs. That's my point. You need a person who don't support these clubs to ref these games, bro. There's a reason why the continental matches have better refereeing. Let's be honest. They don't give a damn.
He was always going through this for years.
There's a reason English referees are rare in big tournaments. There's a reason.
Brother.
How many times do you see them be like, you may see one for one game, but it's normally Italian, Spanish guys, you get me? So it's crazy.
But that's what I'm saying, bro.
In them countries, the fans is deal them referees dread, you know, bro. They can't play in them countries, you know. Fans not having that, bro. Forget the teams. The fans not having it. Trust me.
Oh well. Such is the Premier League, right? Here we are.
Bro, it's an interesting situation. You know, tomorrow, I don't know if you guys have the time. I would like to do a match preview tomorrow mid-afternoon, like around 1 p.m. UK, if you guys have the time. If you do, jump in, let me know. It would be nice to do a little match preview and talk about the game. Right now, the transfer window is coming in heavy. Guys, definitely going to be having an update soon. When the transfer window opens, we'll be having 2 transfer window streams, 1 Man United transfer window stream, and of course, I will do a general transfer window stream in the evenings just to round up all the transfer news around the Premier League and across Europe. So it's one of those things I'll be doing for this transfer window and see how it goes. Thank you guys for coming in. Big up to the great one. Big up to Vegeta.
One more question. When you doing the hot chip challenge?
So this week, trying to order it to Germany, bro, is a problem right now.
Okay, just asking, just check.
But you living in Germany too, bro. Like I trying to order this thing and they keep telling me I can't order it to this destination. No matter where I check, I went on Amazon, I went on the site for the people shipping it, I pay for it, and then I get an email with a refund saying that they don't ship to Germany, can't ship to Germany. So I'm trying to see if I could get one from here.
What's the name? What's it called?
The hot chip challenge.
Like you just type in hot chip challenge on Amazon.
Yeah. They had this purple looking one in Germany, and I tried to order it, but that one not even available. I don't know.
Hot chip challenge.
So I might end up having to hold a 20 stream ban. Don't know. Apparently, the ban the hot chip in Germany 2 months
No,
after.
but you're going to UK. Aren't you going to UK soon?
Well, then I'm going to the UK on the 22nd of January, so I might have to do it then when I go there on that day. But bro, I have to do it after the game.
I'm on Amazon right now. It says ships to German for $25.
Which one is that? Try and see if they go through to the last part, because I went through and paid and they tell me I get back a refund and tell me
Wilder hot ones roulette, hot sauce included. Wilder hot ones roulette. I don't know.
That's from that show.
I don't know, but the one on Amazon is from the hot chip challenge. And you can go to the website and all. I went through the process.
I'm on Amazon. I'm on Amazon right now.
Yeah, I was saying I went through the process on Amazon, paid, swipe, card, information, all these
but
things.
In the begining, it can tell whether it ships to Germany. It says ships to Germany.
Right. And then when you pay for it, when I paid for it, because I did that yesterday. Because remember I was telling you I was on the site looking for it yesterday. And yesterday, when I paid for it, I got an email this morning saying I had a refund, blah, blah, blah. I can't ship to Germany. And I'm asking around right now to see where I could get one, because I might have to get it when I go to London, because I think it is banned in Germany, actually.
Aren't you going to watch some United games soon? Like you can get it.
Yeah, going on the 22nd of January. So that's what I'm saying. If then, but these guys set a deadline this week. So I might have to hold a 20 stream ban.
Nah, bro, pull up with the evidence. They said you ordered it, bro, and they said 9.
Yeah, pull up with evidence and everything.
I'm waiting to find out when I get a reply via email. I'll send it to KG and let him know, bro, because
they will say you're lying.
How are you with spices in the first place, though?
Bro, I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, bro.
It's okay.
I'm from the Caribbean. We just eat pepper, normal.
It's normal. Okay, no problem.
I've done that.
No problem.
I've had noodles. It's okay.
But do you see in Trinidad, yeah? Do you lot cook with the violent spices? Do you
like Scotch bonnet something?
No, Scotch bonnets, bruv. I can eat a Scotch bonnet. I'm
like scorpion pepper.
Violent ones. Yeah, like that one.
Bro. There's put scorpion pepper in doubles. So like in the morning, you buy doubles for breakfast. You could get scorpion pepper, bro. And the man is take a spoon and drop it in, so make it like a pepper sauce.
You know what? I went to my mum's house the other day, and she had some black chili powder. I said, "Oh, what's this?" She said, "Oh, yeah, it's Cameroon pepper or whatever." She said when she cooks with it, she only puts a tiny drop in because it's crazy.
It has some crazy
I
ones,
tested it, and it almost blew my head off. Like, it was mad.
Brother, it have one in Trini that worse than scorpion pepper, right? And the problem with that one is that if you're eating it, you can't let it touch your lip, because your lip it will grow up like a bubble, like if it got burnt with hot water.
Okay.
Those things will grow up on it, will happen to your lips. So
Okay.
I mean, I just eat plenty pepper, bro. So I'm not stressed. Like I don't mind the challenge, bro. You know, it's just that apparently like it banned in Germany. So
And
Bro.
I'm
Bruv,
not sure about that. I'm
the
not sure
man
about
never
that. I'm
trying
not
to
gonna
say
lie.
you're trying to slyly avoid it, bruv. What do you think?
no, bro. I tried to order it from the site because I mean KG and them send one that actually that they use it and whatnot. The brand has actually the official one and it wasn't. And again, it's a ship here.
I missed. I was watching the stream at first, but then I missed it when he actually took it. So what was the results?
He touched
Brother,
his
just
eye.
go to the last 5 minutes of the stream.
He touched his eye. It was crazy.
Brother, he went
Oh!
on. Brother, you know, listen, right? He started to play with this chip in his hand too much. That is the biggest problem, right? He play with this thing in his hand till you know, crumbs probably fall on his shirt, right? And
Yeah.
so when he put it in his mouth, I say it on the screen and I tell him, I say, KG, put the pizza chip in your mouth, take the next chip, put it in your mouth, take the gloves off, go wash your hands, come back, right? He sit down there.
But the number one rule of eating spicy food is don't touch your damn face, bro. What?
Brother, he
How?
didn't touch his face.
He
He
used the
touched his
shirt.
jersey here with the
He used
gloves.
the shirt to touch the eye, and the shirt
And
was
Yeah, but
then
don't.
after he take the
Yeah,
gloves
don't
off, he
touch.
do his shirt like this.
Oh.
Brother, I
That's
was
how.
like,
That's how
oh,
he ended the stream.
that's right.
Which
Bro,
stream
he
is
end
this,
the
bro?
stream. The man come
I need
back
to
with his
watch
shirt
this.
off like looking like Rain Man, bro. Like,
I need to see this after the stream.
bro, drop a bomb and done the stream, bro. And this is why I tell the man them. This is why I tell the man them. Keep it clear for the man. Don't tell him too much things. Put the chip in your mouth. Put the next piece in the two pieces in your mouth at once. Take the gloves off. Chew, swallow, drink milk. If you think, go wash your hands and then wash your face, bro. But see, men them was only telling him this and too many voices, bro. And it probably was really hot pepper for him. I don't think KG did as much pepper, bro.
Experience, bro. Or the lack thereof. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, bro. I've done these things for fun, and I kind of know. That's what I said to KG, bro. I hope you've got enough toilet paper because you don't seem like a spicy food person. Your toilet is going to not be happy.
Who Twitter account?
Marken, was your Twitter account banned?
Never. I don't know what this dude talking about.
But hey, big up to you, Mark. I'm gonna go watch that stream after this.
Just go watch the last 5 minutes.
Just go for the
Crazy.
last 5 minutes.
In fact,
You know what I mean? I just
think he
think, to
uploaded
be
a
honest,
short.
bro, like when it, certain things you don't play, you know, it's all well and good. You having the fun, you can be, you know, afraid of it, but
You need to watch
quick
the one he
movements.
uploaded after 20 minutes. He uploaded like a 10-second short explaining the aftermath. Crazy.
He did?
Yeah, he posted one saying, don't do it, this is too bad. You didn't say it, it's a short, it's like 20
No,
seconds.
bro. I was just wondering if he was okay, bro, because brother.
No, he posted one. After 20 seconds, he posted one.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll check the
Yeah.
shorts and see because I don't know. Let me pull it up and let me watch it.
Where's
Hold
the
on.
recklessness out of his brain? That's for damn sure.
Brother, I watched KG look like he was dying. And I'm
Man,
like,
do some
KG
test
mustn't,
case
he probably don't eat pepper, bro.
Can you get up that last couple minutes of it so you can quickly see it?
Yeah,
But I saw him today on Best of Enemies. He's good. He's good right now.
Yeah, well, you'll be good now 24 hours later. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you see, there's a short he uploaded, 1.2K views. It's right there.
All right. So, all right, hold on. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna cue it right up to the end and stuff, so that way I could play it just the moment before we go to show you guys, bro.
Wait, was it just KG? When other people supposed to take the chip as well?
Well, I was
Yeah,
trying to
Joe
tell him.
Blackman-
I wanted to tell
Joe
him, bro,
Blackman,
order
Joe
the
Morgan,
chips,
and Marken.
and when I come to London, we'd just do it now. But man, them was pressuring the man to do the chip early, bro. Right? So, what can I say?
Yeah, it's better you postponed it and you do it with Joe Blackman in London when you're in London.
Yeah, it don't matter, bro. You know, you see how it goes. Because bro, I'm not stressed, you know. The only thing I was frustrated about is by the fact that man them want to set a time limit on doing the stream now. You know what I mean? On doing the chip. Else I would just tell Joe, listen, bro, order the chip for me when I come to London. We'll do the chip challenge together. No probs. Man, it's like, raw. Anyway. All right, this is it, guys. Check it out. Cage. Raw.
I'm finished. 906.
Big up to KG. Guys, the man put on his gloves. He got his hot chip out.
But he
This
took
4
long.
minutes is gold.
He took long
Trust
from
me.
here. This is way too
You
far.
lot hit the like and subscribe button, please.
This is the point where he touches jersey, bro. When he was taking
Is that
it
too
out.
big? Chip. That's too big, isn't it? Should I just go for it?
You should, bro. Raw.
It's not even like that.
I haven't swapped it for nothing.
You know why he even holding the pack with he next hand? He's supposed to have on 2 sets of gloves.
All right, just go. Just go. Or do you do it bit by bit?
Oh, bro.
Is it a bit by bit situation? Back the thing. Oh. All right.
Watch he bringing everybody, bro. Watch he gonna bring in everybody. Watch. You see, this part here is when crumbs start to fall all over the place.
Yeah. This is the part they go to his shirt.
Watch. You see that all out there, bro? Nah, like too much playing with this chip, bro. Too much playing with that chip, bro.
This man should have started with a flaming Doritos.
Come on, bro.
Brother, I tell this man, hurry up and take this chip. Quick. Brap. Quick movements. Get rid of the gloves, everything. Man,
In my
just
opinion, he
play.
should have wore glasses too. He should have wore glasses too, in my opinion.
Yeah, bro. I wouldn't wear glasses, but I wear 2 plastic gloves. Left hand, right hand. So everything I touch, and I not even I making sure and keep it away from myself. I leaning over to put that chip in my mouth. No crumbs, no way. By accident.
I need a countdown.
But she bringing him on them.
Just eat it now. You will not die. Papa.
All
right.
Come on. Ready? Give me the
Okay. Wait. Listen. Everyone, no, listen. Wait. Everyone needs to like up this video. Like up the video.
This is the part where pre started delay too much again, bro. Just let him man lead the chip.
Hey, what's it? 3, is it 3, 2, 1 or 1, 2, 3?
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
All right, cool. Yes.
No.
Swallow it.
Watch that.
Nah,
Not play
Take
with
their
this chip,
follow
now,
his
bro.
shirt.
Swallow
All
it.
fell on his shirt.
All over your face.
Hold on, you got it. Come on, you got it. Keep going.
Keep going.
10 more seconds. You're not spit it out.
Bro.
Hey,
Come on. You got it.
No, don't swallow it, bro.
Swallow it.
Takes right now.
3.
I'm here.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, take off the gloves all this time.
bro.
You still have the guys.
Take off the gloves. Take off the gloves. Take off the
Thank
gloves.
you. We need to see. We need to see if you finished it.
Don't
We
touch
need
the
to see if you
gloves,
finished
bro.
it.
He's in pain.
And the other one.
Yeah, the rest of it, the small ones, bro. Come
Bro,
on.
I was just throwing the packet to my.
Quick.
You know what I mean? All after that, take out this and that. Bro, I just only mess up one more.
Hey, you're finished. You finished.
You're finished with that second piece, bro.
Drink the milk.
Oh, no, he's dying. Drink milk, bro.
Watch this play. Watch it.
He's crying on screen, you know.
When you hit this milk, watch it. Milk stash. Hold on, you got a milk stash.
Don't touch your eyes. Make sure you don't touch your eyes.
Yeah, don't touch your eyes. Don't touch nothing.
You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
Win, lose, or draw, bro. I don't know about man them, but I hear for it all the time.
Yeah, take off the gloves. Yeah, take off the gloves quick.
Bro, take off the gloves.
Bro, you see all this time he touching all kind of things.
Bro, this
that, he touching with the gloves.
Drink the milk, KG, bro.
Look at the camera. Look at the camera.
Yeah, drink.
He touched that
This
same
man is
glass, bro,
burning
with
and trying
the
to get
other
the
hand
same
before.
Exactly.
Man, said- man
With
said
the
they,
gloves
there's
on.
delegation, bro. They pray for times like this, bro. For real.
Where does it touch his eye? Is that the point? Not yet.
Brother, I'm still waiting for this guy to take the glove off, bro.
Bro, man now started
Whatever
catch
you
on to
do,
what I
do
say to
not
you all the
touch
time.
your
He's now
eyes,
looking to
bro.
take off the
Whatever
gloves.
you do,
2
do
hours
not touch
later.
them eyes.
Bro, go wash your hands, bro.
With a
I
shot.
tell him go and
Next
wash
time
your
you
hands.
don't break
Watch,
the
you see
law.
YB face there. You see YB
That's the
face
point.
here?
Next time
You see
That's
it?
the
you
point.
will not break
When he
the
did the
law.
shot,
That is it.
that's the point.
It was all over here. At this point,
There
watch
are
it here.
all that.
At this point here,
The
You are
milk, bro. The
African and
milk.
you are complaining about the
Bro,
heat.
little yo,
Why
I
now?
hope you're tipping
Man,
this.
you got it. It's time for it to come out. That will be
Yo,
his
just got kicked
second
for days.
show.
I can tell.
oh, proper Chelsea building, bro.
Bro, it will
Oh
burn
my
twice. Don't
God.
forget. It will burn twice.
What, the afterburn?
Bring Max in about the afterburn,
Yeah, the
now, bro.
afterburn. Yeah, the afterburn.
This guy's suffering.
You
Yeah,
know,
bro.
Pring,
On the way in, on
definitely
the way
not
out.
from the islands and thing, yeah, bro.
Push-ups.
He's gonna do push-ups. Hey.
Hey,
Bro,
want to
you
see
go, win
belly,
the,
bro?
you go win the Europa League, bro.
Even
Don't
showed
worry
us the
about
belly.
that, Ali.
Hey,
You definitely win in the Europa
get
League.
the
Just
milk, bro.
remember, I
Get
tell
the
you
milk.
that from the
Right
season
now.
weekend. That's the one thing we gonna do.
Tolle Angebote auf
That's what went on
Amazon.
with KG, bro. Right after that, the stream was done. It was all over.
That is crazy.
It was
But
all
show
over
the
after
shot.
that.
Have you seen the shot? The small shot.
The short,
Aftermath.
I ain't checked the
Yeah.
short out.
Check the
You
shot.
wanna check it out to hear what you gotta say?
Wait, Mark,
Yeah,
when are
the
you doing this?
aftermath.
I think I
Huh?
might pull up and do it for vibes. With you? What? Because we can get it here.
But Mark, you're laughing. You will be the one
I
crying.
not even stressed, bro. It's a little bit of pepper, bro. If it burn, it burn. What you gonna do?
It burns, bro. That's the
Exactly.
Yeah,
point.
Mark, that's how you always talk. I'm not even stressed. Anthony will get 25 GA. That's how you
Don't
always
worry,
talk.
brother. Listen to me, King.
Mark always
When
talks
the
with so
season
much
finish and
confidence.
it happen, I comment for all this. So
He
you
ain't getting
guys, all you
25
guys who
GA.
talking
Relax.
now, all
He
you
ain't
happy
getting
to
25
write him off and talk early. When the season end and my brother hit 20 plus, I come in.
I want to
come in
join
with
in
my
on
facts.
I've literally resisted the urge to say, "What's wrong with you, bro?"
What's that?
Literally, like, is everything all right at home?
Who's
Like,
that?
man said 25. Man said 25 GA for Anthony. No way, bro.
Nah. Is he how? Listen,
no way.
Corner saying Anthony will get more GA than Ahmad. Crazy.
Man's doing the wrong and strong thing. You're doing the wrong and strong, bro.
Bro, listen to me. Here, right? I have a thing. I don't know. I watch football, right? So much football that I see some positives from Anthony, and if he keep going the rate he going in the last 20 games, I guarantee he will get at least 15 goals and assists, bro. In the last 20 games, that's just Premier League games I'm talking about. If he get game time, because if we add in the other games in between, he will pick up, man. I am positive, bro. And when it happens, we will be there. He already have 4 GA this season. I think is 2 goals, 2 assists so far. Mostly in the Carabao Cup or something like that.
He has one goal, fam.
Europa
One
League.
penalty. He has one penalty. Relax, Marken.
You have a penalty and 2 assists or something like that.
No, he does not
League.
have 2 assists, Marken. Stop the fabrication.
Yeah, bro, he have assists. He got the goal he scored that same day. He got assists the same day, bro.
No, that day we scored 5 goals.
You're
Anthony got
adding
1
some
penalty.
paprika to what you're telling us, bruv.
Anthony,
don't worry yourself
lying.
now, bro. He will come. Lying. He will come. He will get his things. Don't worry yourself.
Listen, I want to put a disclaimer out that not everybody who stays in Germany. Disclaimer: not everyone who stays in Germany is as deluded as Mark M. Those are his own. You get me? Those are his words. You get me?
Don't worry yourself now, bro.
Disclaimer.
Anthony, I back in Anthony this season.
Yeah,
I came round to assess your Anthony stocks, and it looks like your cooking looks.
Brother, nobody stocks dropped to 0 like Rashford stocks this season, bro.
But Marken, how do you go from liking Mason Greenwood to liking Anton doesn't make any sense.
You see, because here what's going on, right? I watched Anthony for 3 seasons at Ajax, bro. And he come in the first season to a new league. I didn't expect him to tear up trees. I expected him to have some good performances. And, because the Premier League is so competitive, find it difficult, but adapt. I didn't expect what to happen to him in the second season with the whole fiasco situation with his misses and all these things. And I felt like that was the major reason why he was not able to perform at his best. But one thing I would say is he wants to be here, and he's a player who will fight. He will not drop his head in the middle of no game. He will try to score, try to win to the last. And this is another reason why I want him here. He, just like Mason Greenwood, he is not generational like Mason Greenwood, but no one in the club currently is. So I don't see where there's anyone that drastically by worlds better than him. There's no one. If you're saying it have a player who's worlds better, of course he should start. But that don't mean we don't need someone to come on as a substitute for 20 minutes here, 25 minutes there, 45 minutes here, and do our job.
Me personally, I think Anthony needs to play with Ahmad. Like, they have a good connection. So
yeah, I've been saying that, bro. And you know what I mean? So. For me, in this current moment, I won't see the thing. I won't say we's crap. A manager only here 5 weeks. What do you expect to see? Especially when these same players was just learning a system and barely getting it after 18 months. And now they're learning a brand new system and new formation. How? It's too early to talk relegation, bro. It's at 20 games left. I don't know about man them, but in the last 10, maybe 12 games of the season is when I just start thinking about relegation and where we go and end up. Until then, you have time to change things. You know what I mean? And to say that the players are crap, bro, then, brother, better we close down Man United because we didn't have $1 billion to buy a new squad in the summer. So, I don't know, bro. This is a good question. Big up to Joe Blackman in the building. Pretty late, bro. Hope you're having a good one. Joe, we got to talk about that hot chip challenge, bro. I might have to come and do it in London. I ain't getting no chips to Germany right now. Having some issues, technical difficulties. Freddie Montero, would you take 60 mil for Garnacho, bro? I probably would accept it. I'm the kind of guy that I would sell players, bro. I don't have a sentimental attachment to no one.
Who's taking Garnacho for 60 million? Let's be honest. No one, bro. No one.
That's why we are taking the money.
That's why we taking the money.
Okay. Yeah,
I mean, like, bro, when they said 90 million in 22-23 for Rashford, man, them was like, nah. I was like, where to sign? When should I drop him off? Man, them was vexed with me, bro. No, we can't even get 60. That is how mad it is, bro. Look at this fraud. Look at the brother.
Yo, Joe Blackman, nah, bro. Nah.
These men them is real fraud, bro.
Nah,
Athletic,
Joe, bro.
What I have for Freddie.
Nah.
I want to say this, right? Out loud. Because I feel like a lot of people think that Atletico Madrid was offering 60 million for Garnacho. I have not heard about that, right? What I have heard is that they might be willing to pay somewhere within that in euros for Marcus Rashford. That is what I've heard. The Garnacho thing is new to me, bro. If they're really offering 60 mil for Garnacho in euros, I would be open to it. Not stressing, but he wouldn't be one of the prime suspects to be sold in this January window. It don't make sense. When we should be selling Marcus Rashford, and that's not because he's a terrible player or anything like that, but I think if we're rebuilding, we need to get rid of some of the foundation in the club, the older players and the club, the more synonymous players.
How are we talking about transfers when Joe Blackman has just said he's not doing the hot chip challenge?
Bro, I don't know, but I don't know how I was convicted for a hot chip, bro, when I was clearly exonerated by certain statements made by some people on the same day of the trial. But
weren't you all guilty for being Ten Hag in, like for the Ten Hag?
No, brother, that was not what I was called to trial for. I was called to trial for something else, which I proved my innocence on, and still,
I'm pretty sure it had something to do with the THDL. I'm not sure, but it had something to do with Ten Hag. Like, come on.
brother, it looking quite. Let me just say this, right? In 10 more games, right? If we have 3 or more losses and concede 3 or more goals from set pieces, bro, in the next 10 games, it might be looking quite justifiable why I was back in Ten Hag, bro, based on statistics. I just want to let you know that, right? Now, I want this new manager to succeed, so we're not talking about Ten Hag as least chances I get, bro. But also, I will not turn around and say that Ten Hag and this squad is the reason why Amorim not succeeded. You understand? Because a lot of people saying Ten Hag leave him with a worse squad. But this squad is a better squad that we had in 22-23.
Do you know what's funny, yeah? We're seeing even worse than some of the stuff under Ten Hag, yeah? But we're seeing what these players have been doing all along. We've been seeing this. So I remember we had to listen through stream after stream after stream where players are trying to, fans are trying to hold certain men who felt like we should be giving the manager time and stuff like that. They were trying to hold them to the fire, like, oh, it's your fault. Like you're Ineos or whoever. It's your fault that the manager's still here. And look what he's doing. Look what he's doing. It's all on the manager. Yeah, that was all on the manager then. Now, we're supposed to get a new manager bounce, yeah? That's just the rules in football, yeah? You get a new manager bounce, but what happened? New manager came in, they couldn't even bounce for that manager. This team couldn't even have a new manager bounce for the manager. Doesn't that just put things into perspective? That in actual fact, yeah, it's the hooligans that are running the asylum. And to actually get in there and take charge of what's going on, it's a difficult task, yeah? If one man couldn't do it in like 2 seasons, yeah, or however long it was, 2 seasons and a few months, yeah, then it's going to take time for this manager to root out the guys who are actually making life difficult. Because really and truly, our form's only turned bad again, yeah? Whatever bust up he's had with Rashford, that's coincided with us beating City and then going on a run of bad games. So the players have clearly dropped their heads, and right now the team is suffering. Hopefully, we can address certain problem position. I think if we do get a left wing back, that might give us a temporary boost. But hopefully we can get someone in the attacking area as well. And then I think that is enough to see us out for the rest of the season. And then we can attack the market hard come the summer, where we can start looking at the likes of Chris Rigg and Diblin and some of these other good players that are available. And then hopefully we can get some bigger players like your Jokereses and whoever else, and then we'll see where we are come next year. But I do have faith that come next season, Almarin will turn it around, provided that we get rid of the certain players and bring in the right players. I believe that he could turn it around and he could start next season fast, because we've already been putting the hard yards in on the training ground. I don't expect any improvement until at least February anyway. So fingers crossed.
You remember when I said this when the beginning of the season? I do expect United to really show anything until the business end in January. And that was even not before because of Amorim, but even when Amorim came, I was more convinced that that's what it would be. You understand? And to be fair, You see this myth that Joe talking about here? Brother, miss me with that shit that we never had a more flat performance. Brother, you see that game against Chelsea was the shittest game I ever see United play in my life. The most dead game of football I ever see. The man, not only that, but he never started Ahmad, bro. He bring on Ahmad on the 70th minute, 78th minute, the 83rd minute, and the man was smiling. When a week before, man them was saying he was sad because he was coming on at the same time. Bro, you see when Rude came in, bro, maybe because of me, and I never liked Rude to become the manager at no point in time. But brother, we was still in 14th with Rude. We didn't go up to 4th or 5th with Rude, brother. We was still in 14th. You understand?
I don't even agree with that new manager bounce with Rude, because the teams that we played under Rude, that run, like Ollie would have won them games.
Brother, Ten Hag would have won them games. Even the Chelsea game.
Like, I reckon I would have won them games. I'm not gonna lie. We played Leicester back to back. Who else did we play? Was it Bodo during that period?
Yeah.
So we played Bodo Glimt, Leicester back to back, and I think we played Chelsea. We drew against Chelsea. Was it 4 games he was in charge? I think it was
4. So, 4 games.
So I'm not gonna lie. I don't call beating the victories that he got. I think the best result that he got was the draw against Chelsea, and we should have won that game. But other than that, like, I don't like beating Leicester. If we don't beat Leicester, then there's something wrong. Something's wrong with a team that even recently just hired our assistant. Like, do you know what I mean? It was already going downhill over there, so we beat them back to back. Fair enough. And then we beat Bodo Glimt. We're supposed to be beating these teams. We're supposed to be. Even under pressure, even a rubbish Man United, even a Man United that's injury hit, supposed to be beating these teams.
Thank you. Thank you. He did nothing. Did nothing. Anyway, moving on from that, Freddie, last comment of the night. Big up to everyone else as we are about to end the stream. In January, we need a left back with a left foot. Another Ugarte to play next to him in the midfield, and a creative midfielder. Sell Shaw, Eriksson, and Casemiro. Well, I'll flip the Casemiro into a Victor Lindelof, bro, and let's sell those 3 players, because that's possibly what we might be seeing now, maybe even our Marcus Rashford as well. And we're looking to see there's possible options coming in. We have made a bid for Nuno Mendes. Don't forget that. You know, there's also the likes of Miguel Gutierrez, who we know have a $30 million value by Girona as well. And there's Alvaro Fernandez. So there's your 3 left-back options that could all play the left wing-back role pretty swimmingly, I would say. You have a young option, very experienced. All of them really relatively young. You know what I mean? And then there's the option for Danny Olmo on a free, guys. I think we need to make sure that everyone knows that we want Danny Olmo, guys. On a free, 200K a week, I'm smiling. Free. He's coming on a free. As long as the earth doesn't shake rather than rotate, Barcelona should not be able to register this guy, and everything should be good. We should be hearing about him coming to Manchester the first couple days of the window. I expect it because this is the best, and I expect the best of Man United. Of course, that would be our attacking option in my book, and in the midfield, I would certainly use the 40-50 million pounds to get someone like an Edison that could come in and do the defensive duty, lots of energy, big engine, next to Ugarte or in place of Ugarte. You know what I mean? But that's just what I'm thinking. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. Big up to you, Bali Tech in the building. Big up to the great one. Big up to Vegeta as well. Halftime with Vegeta. Guys, don't forget to check out his channel if you have the time. Big up to Freddie Montero, Joe Blackman, Lucky Singh as well. Big up to all of you guys coming in tonight. Thank you to Kenny Fan, Rasta Stocks as well. Hope you guys have a good night. Juju, what's good, homie? Hope you have a great one. Big up to everyone. You know, big up to Ali Ramutar. Big up to Elite Baller as well. And guys, stay positive. It's not over. I know it's looking bleak, but there's 20 more games left. We basically have another half of the season to go. Man United can still do something. All it takes is a winning run. Now, if Man United could pull it off, it's going to be interesting. but we're going to be here for it. Glory, glory, Man United. Big up to each and every one of you. Keep smashing the likes. Don't forget to share it around. It really helps the channel grow. And I have an aim to get to 3K on the 1st of Jan. I'm 1,400 subs away, guys. I need your help. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Big up to all of you. Love you all. And see you soon. Your boy, Mark N.
Baby.